Hi, welcome back to my shop. I'm going to show you just a little intro and an upcoming product. This car lift here. So right now it's lifting a fairly large vehicle. It shows that it can. It's capable of lifting anything physical that will fit in between these two posts. It has to be physical in order to lift. And then it's pretty simple. You just click and hold for down, and you let it go when you reach your destination height. So there's a lot of these in Second Life, and I wanted this one to be a little different from what people are used to. So what this one does is it allows you to move with precision, but it also allows you to dial in the position of these legs here. So if I reset it, go back to the 0 point, you can see that it will lift based on an invisible prim lifter. If I show you this, then right here is the invisible prim lifter. So it doesn't really matter where the legs are. It's the prim lifter that's important. So if I click on the spread key, they spread, and then I can just adjust the position to match my vehicle or the visuals of my vehicle. And these things are phantom, so they're not going to interfere with the physical vehicle. Let's just adjust this up a little bit. So you get the idea. You can adjust it pretty much how you like. And then the thing is still going to be lifted according to the same helper prim. So let's try it with a different vehicle. I'll just move these back to their original spot, which you can also do by hitting the reset key, which resets everything and it makes the invisible helper disappear. We'll try a smaller vehicle, like we'll try this Lamborghini. Sometimes you have to wait a little while for Casper to respond. Oh, I've got two of them. Alright, so this one is a much lower vehicle, and also probably you wouldn't open the scissors. You would just leave them straight. So with this one, I'm going to adjust it down. That's looking pretty good. So we'll just set it. Don't forget to set it physical. You can't do this unless the object is physical. So if you have a no mod car, then you have to actually get in and turn the engine on in order to lift it. Once we've reached the top, I've got enough room to actually walk under here, and this is a fairly tall avatar at about 2 meters. So there's still a little bit of headroom left. So even a bigger avatar, my biggest normal avatar, can still fit under this when it's at the top, which is good. That's why we sized it the way it is. But if you want to not have this helper prim there, you can just set your vehicle to not physical and then say D-res. At this point, there's nothing holding it up except for the fact that it's just a prim. So if we made this physical again, it would fall. But if you just don't want things to be in your way, like that helper prim, which is rather large, then you can do that. You can just unres it. So if I do the reset, it will put everything back where we started. And then you can see I don't quite have the same offset that I had previously. But since it's physical, it actually doesn't look too bad. So let's just leave it, and I can use the lift as I like. Let's try a motorcycle. So with a motorcycle and a lifter like this, you'd just be using one side of it. You can use either side. And I'm just going to try to set this thing so that the adjustment looks just right. So we'll set it for physical. And then, yeah, you can see it looks a little low. I'll just put that there. And I'm going to adjust this down. That was a little too much. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll put it right on the rubber stopper. So this is kind of how you would do it, I think, in your real world. If you were just using a car lifter to lift a motorcycle. But there you go. Now you can work without hunching over. And if you want to go underneath it, you can do that too. The menu, we've already shown you what it has. With security, you just can set it so that anyone can use it, or group, which is res group, or just owner only. Otherwise, it's simple of operation. As long as these are in the down position, you can use the other buttons to spread or make them narrow. If you accidentally hit those buttons when it's high, it gives you a little warning that says you have to lower the lift. So, and then you just have the reset, and all that does is reset all the scripts and reset the position. So this thing is essentially phantom except for the posts. So you can't walk through the posts, but anything here, the root prim is very small. It's right here. So it's not really going to interfere with you driving onto it. So I hope you've enjoyed the lifter. I'm going to have it here at the shop just so people can test it out before we release it. And I hope that you all come out and check it out. I think it's set for all right now. So just want to see if there are any bugs or anything that need to get worked out first before we release it. Thanks for stopping by.